Hello, Aquarius, and welcome to Intuitive Clarity with Allison Nichols. Aquarius, before I get started, I just would like to make an announcement for Intuitive Clarity. Uh, I have finally got my cards published, hot off the press, and they are now on the market. So you can actually purchase your own Intuitive Clarity deck. But what I did, I'm going to explain just a little bit about them, introduce them, and then we'll go on with your April forecast, Aquarius. So what I did is I followed the Rider-Waite system as closely as possible, including with some of the symbolisms. Um, but it is called the Fairy's Journey. Sorry, the Fairy's Journey. So anyway, there are the major arcana cards. There's 78 cards in total. There's the major arcana cards, like the Rider-Waite system, along with the minor arcana cards in the different suits. Now, I kept the symbolism so that it could be easily read, either the Rider-Waite system or if you'd want to. My goal is to get you to create your new interpretations of some of the cards. I did include a little handbook, but it's general keywords. All right. So, because my goal truly was to get you to kind of create your own interpretations, but you should be able to look at the cards if you're a new reader and know exactly what that card is supposed to be telling you. Or if you're a seasoned reader, I think you'll just enjoy them and you might even come up with a new interpretation for cards you've been reading for years. So with the minor arcana, this is swords. All right, so that is my queen of swords. However, it's queen of air, and the season is fall. So you'll always see the season represented. And the swords did come out, or air did come out a little darker than I expected. But honestly, when I started working with, I've been working with them for about a month with my personal clients, and I absolutely love using them. It makes me look into the picture a little deeper sometimes. So I think it helps with intuition a little more. This is the Queen of Fire, which is wands, and the season is summer. And down at the bottom, the astrological symbol as well as the word is written down there. So this particular one is Leo. So if you don't know the symbols, I do have it spelled out down there, maybe through repetition too, if that's something you've always kind of wanted to learn. Maybe through repetition, you'll be able to um, memorize them a little better. Here is the sun, one of the major arcana. They really did turn out like paintings. They are absolutely beautiful. And I did upgrade the stock, the texture. Here's Earth, Queen of Earth. Here's another fire, which is summer and wands. Here's water, which is spring and cups. Can't remember what I haven't shown you. Oh, pentacles, which is earth and winter. So it's helped me with timing also. Anyway, I started talking about the stock. I textured the cards so they're a real easy shuffle. And here's air. And I also put UV on them as well. So if something does spill on them, pretty easy to wipe off. I'm trying to find one. They show up so much more brilliant in person. So anyway, that's what's going on with Intuitive Clarity right now. So if you are interested in purchasing a deck, like I said, it's an intro offer right now. And just click on that link below. If you have any questions prior to that, my email, about purchasing or how it works or whatever, my email address is down there as well. Just email me, shoot me a question. I'll be happy to answer it. All right, Aquarius. Now, this is going to be your general April reading. So if it doesn't resonate with you, always check out your moon rising sign. And if you are on a cusp, check out that sign as well. So let's see what we have cooking for the month of April. For my lovely intellectual Aquariuses. Okay, Aquarius. Of course, we're going to do some numerology and clarification. So let's see what I have here. 3. Okay, you're going into the month of April with a teamwork kind of energy. Threes are about teamwork. They're about many things. They're about adding something. Can be the pregnancy number as well. So if you were thinking about getting pregnant, this could be a good month to do that. If you are not wanting to get pregnant, be careful. So it's usually though about creating teams. It's also kind of about being social. So we'll see what is happening with Aquarius April 2019. Starts off kind of interesting. Okay. Aquarius, we start off with the Lovers card. All right. But I do have it reversed. Now, if this represents an astrological sign, it would be Gemini. All right. But anyway, I have the Lovers card reversed, which is either a breakup of a partnership, and it doesn't necessarily even have to be a partnership, romantic partnership. It could just be a breakup of a partnership that might have been around for a long time, or the breaking down of one. But what's interesting, and I can't wait to do some clarification, I get the ship, the cruise ship or the yacht, which is your ship coming in. It is luck. It could be travel, or it could also be miles. So, like if you were in a relationship and someone has to move away overseas because of a job or a responsibility or something, it could be that. Of course, we'll clarify and figure that out. On your second week, I do have the Five of Air, which is kind of unfair fighting. Swords are about communication, intellect, but also troubles. All right. And my 5 is more about someone, either you are taking advantage of someone or someone is taking advantage of you, kind of walking all over you, kind of thing. And I get the pig reversed, which is riches. So it could be that someone might get over on you when it comes to some type of a financial situation, which could be a settlement. It could be all kinds of stuff. Maybe you thought you were getting more money back from the government, for taxes for the government, only to find out that there was something that you can't write off, kind of thing. So now you got to pay that money in. So it could be something like that. That third week, I do get the Ace of Swords, which is new intellect or new communication coming in, which could be negative or positive depending on what's around it, but I do get the snake in the grass. So there could be some new communication coming in as far as what's going on the second week too. So it could be that someone's trying to get one over on you, Aquarius, okay? When it comes to either, I believe it has something to do with what makes you feel rich, okay? Um, so if it's family that makes you feel rich, it could be a family member that's trying to get one over on you in some form. If it is money, financial situation, it appears as if there's someone, there's something that's going to come out. Okay, some information that's going to come out that might have been hiding, that's going to affect your riches here. All right. Um, Fourth week, I do get the Hermit, Aquarius, and that is Virgo, if that means anything to you. But Hermit is more about, it is seeking things out. It can be doing research. It could also be exactly that, hermit, okay, kind of going within. All right. And pulling yourself out of the crowd, pulling yourself away from people. You could just decide to be a hermit that fourth week. Um, and I wouldn't blame you if that is the actual meaning here. Because I get the birds, which could be gossip. It could be a lot of red tape that you need to cut through. Perhaps you need to look into something a little deeper here. All right. Because it could look very convoluted. It could just be very hard to read through. Um, so let me continue on because this is actually quite interesting. Because I do see if there was a partnership that there was a breakup that you thought you were going to maybe even make some money on or something like that, it appears as if someone's not fighting too fair about this with you. There could be someone who is behind the scenes feeding information or feeding negative information somehow. Um, because there is some things that you need to look into that you might not be able to see the forest through the trees, okay, unless you inspect. All right. Let's see. Okay. Um, there's some people around you that are, I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so I get the moon reversed on top of your ship coming in, on top of a partnership that is breaking up. All right. Some things are going to come out, it appears. Now, if and this could also be there again if you're involved in a partnership in a relationship there where there has to be miles put between you. It feels like it could be on the other side of the world kind of thing. Um, but usually with the moon reversed, Aquarius, it is information coming out. Things are no longer secretive. When it's straight up, it's things aren't as they appear to be. All right. So a bit of deception, a bit of delusions, a bit of crazy thought, not rational. All right. Reversed, there is things that come out to the surface. All right. So, which could have something to do with your ship coming in here. All right. So I'm going to do one more clarification card. I get the 10 of Wands straight up on top of a bit of a loss of money where something might not have been fought fair. Carrying extra burdens here. Sorry. Yeah, it appears as if you're carrying extra burdens here. You are handling this. All right. You've got this, actually. You're actually at the 10. You're at the end of it. Um, so, like if this would be a career, it could be you are at the end of the career of your career. However, you might not get as much retirement or pension or whatever as you thought. You might be fighting that, but you're still at the end of it, or you're at the end of this fight. Okay, you're still holding your own though. It actually so far still kind of looks good. And then I get my King of Swords reversed, which he is my law, my guy who is about law, um, the court system. He is my Libra. All right, so he is reversed. When he's straight up, he's fair. He's very direct. He's very to the point. But for the most part, he's fair. When he's reversed, he is secretive, cunning, um, my way or the highway, in unjust, unbalanced. All right. Um, and it's on top of the snake, go figure, with information coming. All right. Or new troubles coming. So he could be the one that is bringing you some negative information. It could very well be this. Now, if it's not a Libra, it could be an air sign, all right, or a person who is kind of acting in that way in the negative form of air signs. The positive is intellectual, fairness, intelligence, good communication skills, uh, good at solving problems. Reversed, it's the exact opposite, causing problems, poor communication skills, unfairness. Um, so And there again with my snake in the grass, and this is new communication. So there could be some negative communication. If this is not a person, it could just be that the snake is something that is popping up. It was an event or something that's down on paper or something like that. The fourth week with my hermit, I do get the Queen of Cups on top of this. So it looks like there, if I would have to say, there is something that you might want to be looking into. And Cups is water signs, okay? The Scorpio, stop it, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. And she would represent Cancer. So if that helps you at all. But it could be that you need to tap more into your tuition because this is a very intuitive queen. The hermit is very intuitive as well. Very good knowing what to look into, knowing what to research, okay? Because there is some chaos going on here. You probably want to use more of your intuition than your intellect, okay? This fourth week is what I'm trying to tell you. One more clarifying card, then we're going to see how we feel going into the month of May. And we shall move on from there. We shall be done. My dog would love to get out, but the minute I get up to open the door, he will not go. And then he'll push the door open and come right back in. That's how he rolls. All right. So yeah, I get the scythe. There's a bit of disappointment, I believe, with the breakup of this partnership. So, in other words, if you thought that you were going to get, more, if you thought you were going to get more money, you thought you were going to get more money than you actually did, it looks like, because there is some type of a disappointment here. All right. And it could be not that some things came out, it could just be this is the week that you get this information. All right. Or that you're um, going to speak to somebody about this breakup. Okay. So, of a partnership. Or if it ends up that this is a partnership that needs to be separated, of course, it's a big disappointment. All right. It's going to make you a bit sad that there's going to be so many, like an ocean away or whatever, or a whole country away, however that is. So if it's about that, then yeah, of course, that first week you're going to have a few disappointments. But if it's about where there was a breakup of a partnership where you thought you were going to profit in some form, you might be a bit disappointed. It might not be as much as you thought. Because I actually do get the riches the second week reversed. Remember, you were carrying a heavy load, and here we have riches reversed again. And then I have not fighting fair, or possibly not getting your way here. So it could very well be that you're still going to be carrying that heavy load in some form when it comes to finances. Um, so if you thought that, maybe you were going to be able to retire, it might be, oh no, I got to work a couple more years, kind of thing. There just could be a constant struggle too here with the carrying my 10, because it is a burden. Finances could just be a constant burden this particular second week. It might not be like a forever thing. Of course, it's not, but it just could be the second week you're feeling the burden of some financial problems. All right. Um, Third week, I get the wine bottles reversed. So kind of a lack of joy or celebration. Um, on top of my King of Swords reversed, on top of the snake, and on top of the new communication coming in. So there is some type of a communication that hits you in some form, whether by verbal or written. that, or just, this is where week one is finally setting in on week three, but where there's a bit of a lack of joy or celebration. Perhaps you just didn't get what you thought you were going to get. It's a bit sad as far as what this information came out or this information that you got. So week three might be a little trying as well, and then we go into week four, and I get the children reversed. All right. Remember, you're supposed to be looking into something on week four, trying to cut through the red tape. Perhaps if this was a court thing, maybe you're repealing it. All right. Um, because I do get the children reversed, which is, it can be gossip, it could be people acting childish. All right. And there again, it's internal struggles too, which is going on here with the birds. So it could be that you need to be looking deeper into a situation. Also, with the children, it could be easier than you think. All right. To find out the information that you're actually needing. It might be right there in front of your face. It could be a little easier than you think. Um, excuse me. Either way, and children also represent creativity, which represents, which works with intuition. We're very intuitive when we're creative. So when we're being creative, so this could actually also be more about using your intuition instead of your logic. That fourth week when you're looking into something, if you're trying to solve a problem or a mystery. All right. Um, that's what I have for April. And I'm going to do the feeling, how you're feeling going into the month of May, and then we shall be done. See if I can get anything else while I'm shuffling. That disappointment could just carry you through that third week, I believe, because it just didn't work out. I'm not going to tell you it wasn't good because I actually got the ship, and it is straight up. So it's still good news. It's disappointing. All right. So it's not as you thought it was going to be, or hoped it would be, perhaps. You might have known in the back of your mind that was a possibility. Um, and the second week, it could even be that you might have to pick up someone else's burden. So maybe in this situation, you're carrying more people financially than you had originally, than you had before. Perhaps someone needs your help. The third week, there's definitely something, some type of communication that comes your way that, again, that's going to cause you a bit of, and it could just be an aggravation too, because it's not like I'm seeing you mad. I just see it as, there again, a disappointment, more of perhaps an aggravation than, it's not devastating. And that last week is definitely about research. Definitely about research. Looking into something, using your intuition, cutting through the red tape. Okay. Let's see. Aquarius, May. Okay. All right. So the energy I get, interestingly enough, is justice. So, which is Libra. So this is the Fairy's Journey Tarot deck. Click on the link below if you would like to purchase. Intro offer of $34.99. Anyway, that is Libra, and it's justice, which is about, it can be legal, of course, but it could also be about fairness. All right. And it is straight up. So that is a very good sign, actually. I do get the Six of Swords, but it is reversed. The Six of Swords straight up, it's kind of like taking your troubles and moving down the road. Okay. Um, it's the grass is greener on the other side kind of thing. Making a change, even though you know you might be taking, you're just going to go ahead and take all this with me, and I'm going to have a change of scenery, and I think I'll feel better kind of idea. Reversed, it is either knowing that that is not going to work, all right, or it's trying to run from your problems as opposed to taking them with you to solve them in a different way. This could be running from your problems, or it could be you cannot get away. All right. And then I also have interesting at the end the Five of Fire. Okay, which is combativeness. And that's usually with folks. Okay. So if there's a team and that you're on, it could be competition as well. But for the most part, it's arguments, combativeness in some form. So with legal in between, these two, in general, with not being able to get away from your problems, and then some arguments going on here, it feels like through it all, even though there might be some chaos going on out here, your overall energy is very even. Okay, very balanced. You're able to handle this. You might think, gosh, I can't wait to get away. I can't wait to pack some things up and go somewhere else. I'm done. There could be some struggles, though, and this could just be struggles if it's not about arguments with people. It could be some struggles, some things that you have to bat off in order to turn this around and be able to go. Okay, if that's what you want to do. So maybe you're waiting for some type of a decision with the courts before you can flip this around. Could be that. So anyway, in the month of going into the month of May, it looks like you are balanced. Okay, if this is just about your energy and not about an actual event, it does appear that you are balanced, even though there could be some things that you are combating, and in your mind, you're off in the Bahamas. So even though there could be some chaos, I feel like you have great balance um, going into the month of May, which is actually good news. All right. Aquarius, that's what I have for April. I hope this resonated with you. If not, check out Moon, Rising Sign as well. Of course, like, share, comment, subscribe, please. Click on all the links below. If you'd like your own personal intuitive clarity reading, I am available for that. Click on that link below as well. I included my Facebook down there as well, address down there as well. So if you want to follow me on Facebook, you never know what you'll get. I post random fun stuff on that. All right. Well, Aquarius, please have a good April. Do whatever it is that you need to do in order to keep you mentally balanced. Do something creative. I believe, especially this fourth week, I think that would be great. That might help you get some intuition into what is going on here with some of the disappointments that you had at the very beginning. Either way, it actually looks really good going into May because you're quite balanced. All right. Okay. Have a good April. And until we meet again in May, I am always sending loving energy your way. Bye bye.